we are at 131 Dragway. We've been here a lot lately, it seems like. Well, we're at 131 Dragway. Drop the Hammer going on this weekend, so 3-day event. Today's Friday. It's going today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So looking forward to it. I mean, beautiful weather right now. There is a chance of rain tomorrow. We're hoping that avoids us. Are you okay with us throwing a sticker on the windshield? Yep.
Right. Car number 30.
We're in the tech line, getting ready to go through tech, get all teched in, then we got to pack up the trailer, get everything ready. We've already figured out about 10 things that we didn't bring because we literally just put the cars in the trailer, but there's no O'Reilly's nearby. We'll go get some stuff from O'Reilly's. So, but that's what we got.
So we're back at 131. Now we're here for Drop the Hammer. So I've got the Deucebox. My dad's got the Durango. It's only a 3-day event. We're going here, going mid-Michigan, then back here. Got plenty of testing here. Well, hits or whatever. But hopefully we can get closer to the 8th mile now. Did a stator change, so tighten that up just a little bit to just get the shifts to drop a little bit more RPM. But other than that, car is the same as was here last time, and it was running its best numbers ever with pedaling it and letting out and all that stuff. So as long as I can stay in it, then should be getting closer. A 5-teen should be a 7. We're at 520, so we only got to shave a little bit off in the 8th, but we'll see. Hopefully this event we can get down there. 6 summer was the last time did any street stuff with it. It was getting a little hot then. Hopefully it was just an air bubble, but we sent the radiator out, got that cleaned, intercooler was flushed, got a different water pump on there. It's now John's from Delta Pag water pump on there, along with his fans. So those combination is what it was originally. I just didn't have that water pump when we did the car the last time. So that combination, it was 170 is when the fan turned on, and it would stay there all day long. So hopefully we're back to that. And I guess we'll see.
All right, Drop the Hammer's getting ready to start. So we just put our stuff in quarantine. We think we have everything ready to go, minus the stuff that we forgot. But so we're gonna head over there and get ready to make our first pass. So they're running 6:35 and faster 8th mile times for the first hour. So we're gonna go be part of that. Sounds like the first cars are going, so we gotta get over there.
Through there.
We went back to back. We gotta look at time slips, but like that's the personal best for the Durango and the personal best for the Deucebox. So, and they're almost identical cars because they ran 3 thou of with each other. I think I went 5:16, you went 5:13.
Guess who won though?
Oh no, I would have got you. My reaction time was probably better.
Mine was half a second, but
Hey, how's it going? I'm Tim Graff. I watch your guys' channel all the time.
Oh, thank you. Well, and I weigh more, so like I get a disadvantage or an advantage with that
I gotta text that to Greg though.
So what was your mile per hour?
136.
Oh, I was 138.
Well, you're a blower car.
125 60 foot, so you killed me on the 60 foot. You were a 119.
And that's, you should kill me on the 60 foot.
I know, 333, 338.
So, I mean, that's theoretically a 7. And nothing's changed other than converter, but.
Yeah, but that's a huge change.
Right! Which is crazy. Well, no, the converter wasn't that big of a change though. It shouldn't have, I mean, it was
It
dropping
doesn't
one
matter.
blade.
That's a huge change when you change a stator and a converter.
I think there's something wrong with the clocks. Because I ran, this was my last pass, I think, a 522 versus a 513.
Yeah, no, those numbers match up for all those short
136
times.
versus 134, yeah. This is telling me that the testing and the converter change paid off, because that's my personal best by, that's a 513. My best before this was like a 521. So, and that's...
And Greg said 5 teens would be a 7.
Right. And I'm almost out of the teens.
So exactly, you're almost in the O's. So I hope you're enjoying the epic journey that we have on Drop the Hammer. But Six Summer is coming up this weekend. So June 10th to the 14th, we're going from Byron to Cordova to Tri-State to the Grove, and then back to Byron again. Come out, see us at the tracks. Tons of fast cars there. Clee's going to be there. Alex is going to be there. I'm going to be there. You got Bryant. You got Brett LaSala. Like, I mean, lots of Doug Cook. Like, lots of the players, lots of fast cars. You got to be there because it's freaking pretty awesome. The Utes going to be there too. The Ute giveaway is still going on. Ends in about a week, like a little over a week going on. Know that, get over to the website, grab the Sick Ute shirt. That's worth 25 entries for every $1. It's a 25 multiple. I don't even know what that works out to be. 100 and some entries for buying a Ute shirt. Also, the Sick shirt is the other one that is worth 25 times entries. So you buy it 25 times 25, 125. Yeah, lots of entries. Lots of entries to win this Ute. So giving away Australian car that you can't get in the US. This one's here. You can win it. Also, it'll all be live streamed on Freedom Plus. So know that if you're a current subscriber to the magazine, you get to watch it for free on Freedom Plus. The whole live stream of the whole week. Epic journey. And the video you're watching right now that Ricky shot last week in the Drop the Hammer, like, that is the type of event that this is on a smaller scale. Like, Drop the Hammer's a small scale. Six Summers, that times 10. 350 cars, 500 cars on the cruise, downtown parties. Like, it is a party on wheels. Way cooler than anything you've ever done in a car. And even if you don't have a car, take the bus there because you'll have a great time. So come see us Six Summer or watch the live stream. Also, if you don't have a car, your perfect time to enter for the Ute. Buy a shirt, you might get a car. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I'm Steve Morris. This is my car, the 93 Caprice station wagon. Yes, it looks like a wood grain Buick Roadmaster, but technically it is a Caprice Chevy. Has one of our engines in it, obviously, and we've been running for a couple years now. Usually we just break everything. So we break rear ends, transmissions. I have more transmissions, third members, converters than anybody really should have, unfortunately. But hey, that's all part of the game. So the car goes, this is for all you new guys, so the car goes 420s in the 8th mile right now, but we are hunting for that elusive 390, because if I can go 390 or even a 4.0, I could probably get this car to go 599, 598, 597, right around there. So that is the ultimate goal. We're 8th mile racing today, so you're not going to see that, but hopefully we'll be able to get everything shut down good. Previously, at Sick Week this year, didn't even make it to the race because I had the day before, so Sunday night, I had a transmission line rupture inside the car. The car caught fire inside. The car hit the wall and wiped out pretty much everything on this whole side of the car. So I've just gotten it back out running, and last night we showed up for the first test and tune since I hit the wall last, and I did a 330 foot long burnout and made a 60 foot long pass. And that's all I wanted to do, because it didn't shake the tire, it didn't hit the wall, and it didn't catch on fire. So it was a pretty successful night. So now we're gonna hit it today, and Lord willing, we'll see what we can do.
Built this engine too. Clark Rosenstengel, you know, I got the black Camaro also, but this is my 95 I've had since we did 06 at Drag Week, and 2014 every year with it. It's a slow car. It ran 878, so we decided to bring it out for this event and just have a good time, make it easy. It's a 417 LS, twin 66s, AOD Ford transmission, 4.9-inch, 315 tire radial. Used to have big, huge steamrollers on it, but we went to radials, went faster, so not as cool, but oh well. But that's about it, really. I mean, it's a street car. It's nice and easy. This car hasn't been out for I don't know how many years. Just don't have time to run it. I got the black car that's more important. That's the fast car and the fun car. So we decided to bring this out and have fun and save the black car for Sick Summer, which is next week. It ran 556, 128. Not bad for a street car that's been sitting around for about, I don't know, 5 years in the garage. We'll take it. One done.
Dan getting off to the side, make sure everything's all good.
sixth lap.
Master, what happened?
Just well, it shook, which is making me mad. So I just pedaled it and went out the back door, and it got down to the big end of the track, and it shut off, which sometimes it does because it loses fuel pressure, no big deal. And I went to restart it and was.
Dude, stop trying to make content. Let's just go.
And then, yeah, see, disrespect. Anyways, so no, there's like here, you know, this is ain't nothing there. So I'm trying to track it down, see where I broke a wire or something happened. So couldn't get it to restart. Driving it back up here. Went 475, 175.
Did you try just going in the smart wire and pressing start? Like on the laptop, if you hook up to it, you can just turn the start circuit on to see if your starter turns on.
I have not. I don't even have a cable for it. Somebody hit the kill switch back there. Kill switch is on.
Steve's gonna sort out his issues. We want to get on the road. It's only like 12:30. Oh, now it's 1 o'clock. So we want to get on the road and hit the checkpoints and hopefully make it to the hotel at a good time. Hopefully everything goes good. We just got to hit the gas station, fill up with gas, switch over off the E85, and then, yeah, 135 miles, I think. So nice, hopefully nice, easy drive. So through some backcountry roads, going to be pretty. So here comes Aydan to the rescue for Steve. So maybe we're here for a little longer.
So he came in, he fixed his plug now. Did something.
Oh, this is Steve's problem.
I think they have it narrowed down to what it is, so they'll sort that out. So let's just get rolling.
Stealing your smart wire.
think this is badass. I think this is fucking wonderful. How do you not come out here and not show me this? Oh my God, that is sick. Sick summer, my brothers. Sick summer. Wow.
All right, we are at the first checkpoint. We are at Yankee Bill's Wood-Fired Saloon. First checkpoint of the route, so I think we're about 30 miles in roughly. So all smooth so far.
Justin Heima. We bought the car about month and a half ago out of Grand Rapids, but it had just come out of, I think, Colorado. It's a 1970 Chevy Chevelle. And it, I believe it had a small block in it. Some of the stuff, like the stickers and stuff on it, are from the early 2000s. So I'm guessing it was racing, and the stickers are from Colorado. From any of the stuff I found, like the certifications on different things, it was sitting since probably the early 2000s. It hasn't been a street car since 1996. So the last time it was driven on the street was 1996. And it had a trans in it, which I think we might be having problems with. Everything else is different. So we put a motor in it, LS motor, full fuel system, put a 12 bolt in it. There was no wiring. The switches were just laying on the floor. There was vines growing through the car when I got it. I mean, we vacuumed this thing 5 times just to get it so that it wouldn't leave dirt on the track. And none of it's perfect. It's used parts. It's whatever we could find to put a car together in a month. Just kind of threw it together, just nights and weekends. And we're still moving. So I did sick week in 23 with my Nova. I have a 65 Nova station wagon, but there's no cage in it. And it was a lot of fun, but I was at that point of it needs a cage, and it was a family cruiser. So I wanted to find something else I didn't care as much about. And this was it. It's actually really solid, but it's still just a beat up. I mean, it's Bondo bucket that's literally falling off. It's kind of cool, so.
In this car. Holy shit. How hard is it to figure out fucking turn?
I'm like here, and he's like, no, keep going. And then he's like, ah, shit, it was there.
But now what?
This is the checkpoint.
What is?
The A&W.
Oh, I thought we were still lost and he was trying to figure out where the fuck he was. right, we are at Farmer in the Dell. Final checkpoint of the day. We're about 10 minutes from the hotel. It's only, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it is 5:30. Well, there was a short route today, but our navigator made it into a longer route because he didn't feel as though we were driving far enough. Took us through multiple neighborhoods.
It was just latent map updates, so it wasn't my fault either.
Yeah.
iPhone.
So those handwritten directions that are all typed out neatly, somehow they were latent. So he's a slow reader, I guess. Third checkpoint. All done. Everything's running good so far. Durango has personal best today. Aydan had his personal best today. So it's all in all a real good first day.
Hi, Ontario, the farmer in the Dell. Thank you.
We made it to the hotel. We're the second ones in the parking lot.
Despite the navigator.
Despite
made it.
a couple navigation errors.
Took the front marker lights out of the car, chipped up some of my paint on the door, and then came back out for a second pass, shook again, tried slowing it down, shook again, and apparently broke the battery. So I rolled into it and it still went 475, 175 mile an hour, which I thought was fine. And I pulled around the corner and thing shuts off. But oh, no big deal. Packed the parachutes, put it in there, and nothing. But other stuff was working. It's like, what the heck? And so we spent about 2 hours trying to track down what was going on, why no start button worked in the car from that shape. I don't know what was going on. So we ended up having to hotwire the whole thing up. So it's got this hillbilly Hoboken button going on, which is really irritating. I hate stuff like that. I mean, I have a whole process of like, my hand goes up here, here's the button, starts. Now I'm like fumbling around trying to find the button, and it sucks. So we put it all together. We think we got the whole thing done. We figured it all out, battery chargers on it, just like it is now. And took the battery charger off, have everything loaded. Everything's ready to roll. We're 4 hours behind everybody by now. We're like the last people at the track. You gotta be kidding me. That's when we actually figured out that the battery was actually bad also. So the battery went bad, caused some damage, but since the car is always on a charger, it had power, had everything there, but it was all taken from the battery charger. So unload this freaking thing, get a spare battery out and install that. Then you're reloading everything, and then we take off. And so we finally got here at 10:30 last night. So the drive was all nice. Everything was good there. Met up with a buddy of mine, Bob Makeley in Hastings, to bring me a second battery because putting these batteries in there versus the battery that broke, it doesn't fit my battery tray right. So it's all the little stuff that you have to account for. So now I'm thinking, gosh, I really hope this thing doesn't shake because it's gonna be problematic for me. So it's breaking little stuff I got to glue on. So I see that this is broke. It's broken a hole in it. Astronomically nice, expensive, perfect paint job. 2 days ago. In fact, it's brand freaking new. It's gonna have duct tape holding this whole thing together so I can come back and fix it all. And but it is what it is, you know. So we'll, Lord willing, we'll make it to the track this morning. Got to do the changeover, and my wife is helping me.
I tried to not be in the interview.
Number one, and we'll see how we do.
Okay. I see. I pick up on it now. We got on the ground. It's day 2, so mid-Michigan. My first time being here. It's a cool looking facility. It's actually really nice. Like, man, there's a lot of bleachers here, so they can have a lot of spectators, but very cool. Like, all paved coming in, cool town, like cool road, like everything nice. Well, not quite sure why I haven't even been to this track, but I guess because if I'm coming to this side of the state, I usually end up at 131. But very cool. Results last night. Aydan sitting in 3rd, I'm sitting in 4th, so that's good. We had our good runs yesterday, and we'll see how this track is, and see if it can hold all the power. But hopefully just make a one and done, make another pass, and hit the road and work our way back. It's supposed to, I haven't looked at the weather this morning, but as of yesterday, it was supposed to rain this afternoon. So hoping that we could beat the rain with the drive and try and get our way down to back to Grand Rapids, where it all started, get ready for tomorrow. So we'll see. Yep, we just got to get engine diaper on, bottom cover on, switch the fuel over. I mean, pretty easy. I mean, we rolled in late, but like, we don't do a lot. Like, engine diaper, pan, bottom pan, we do those 2 things, and switch the fuel and should be ready to go.
My name is Jim Klein, Wyoming, Michigan, right here in town. I've had this car since high school, kind of various stages of work, and the most recent is Chrome Moly double rail chassis from Go Fast Production. We got a junky old 565 we pulled out of the corner and threw in it for the weekend. Hopefully she makes it back. And we had a run of 505 yesterday. We had a little issue with the fan. We had to replace the cooling fan. But other than that, we're motoring down the road, and we'll hopefully make it to the end. So we've done a lot of street driving and races where we had to drive 30 miles and then race, but we've never done anything really far. We've won a couple of Woodward Avenues, I think 3 or 4, I can't remember now. Twice with this car and then once with my son's car or whatever. And then actually, no, I'm sorry. 3rd place and a win with this car, 2 wins with the son's car. But that's not that far of a drive either, you know. And so we wanted to see if we could actually make one of these dragon drives. So we decided to pick this one because it was local and it was a little bit shorter distances just to get our feet wet and learn, you know, how to do it and see how much we like it. And then if it works out, we'll keep moving.
And it's working out.
So far, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm gonna knock on wood before I leave. Faster today. Pretty good. Went towards the wall a little bit, but made it. Call it a clean lick for me. The old motor that's wore out to hell, we can't put many runs on it, so we got to get it done right away. If we get to Martin, we might try to another low 5 right there, and then if we get in the top 8, we'll maybe turn another nitrous kit on and see how we can dip it into the 4s.
How many kits are you on now?
2. We got another one. So, and we'll bring them in a little faster at the last track probably too. But right now we kind of got a couple of cylinders that aren't looking the healthiest, so we're going to see how we limp them along.
Is that good? You guys should take a little power out of this.
to see what Aydan's car was really going to try to do, because we got the Aydan power management.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I don't know what.
I'm listening. I'm waiting on this. I want to hear it.
Fuck you, Greg, basically.
You're gonna have to change your timestamps, because you're gonna need, like, basically do the first cell on the PWM table as zero time. Do the second one as 0.79, and the third one is 0.8. And then basically highlight from 0.8 to the end of the table and fill row values. Leave those first couple of cells all weird, so that way it'll have an 8 delay.
Okay, that's done.
I didn't drain the valve. Alright, so went up there. Mine went slower than yesterday, but I mean, it went down. Like it started shaking tires a little bit or whatever. I mean, we'll see. Like, I feel like I started to lift a little bit, but just gonna take that and turn that in and get ready to go. So Aydan's pulled the wheels and he pedaled it a couple times, so I mean, I don't know if he's gonna go with that 580 or not. Right now they went into the second part of the session, so we got an hour before he can run again, and we'll just see if I mean, definitely he'll go up there and try and make another pass, so try and get a better time there. But all in all, I mean, it's a really cool facility. So my first time being here, and I mean, it's a nice place. So people are nice, like whatever, track's nice, everything. And you go under. I know I told you, well, if you haven't watched the video, but in Chicago I said it's how cool it is when you go underneath a bridge for the starting line. This has a bridge at the starting line, so that's pretty sweet. It makes it one of my favorite tracks already because of that.
We dropped tire pressure because it just dead hooked. So drop tire pressure a little bit, get some more wheel speed, and tightened up the front shocks to keep the front down. So I mean, track took it, obviously it did a wheelie. So just try and get to not do a wheelie and see what we can do.
What's going on out there, Clark?
I don't want to say anything bad, but I'm not gonna say anything bad. This is a nice track facility. I can say that.
First off, I put it on the two-step, did a two-step check before we went up to the starting line. Make sure everything's working, boost control, all that other bullcrap. Everything's working. All right, sweet. So we go up there and I hit the line lock and the car just goes, roop. I go, oh, fudge. Hit it again, nothing's there. Well, on my line lock button is a multi-button. So it line locks, bumps, and adds a boost. You know, it's a scramble button. So I'm thinking, oh, fudge, this thing's not going to, it's not going to bump in. So it's just gonna sit there, burn up the transmission. So, all right, I'm gonna try to foot brake it and come in. Can't do that. I mean, at the left, I thought, oh, maybe I can make the 1 second rule, because if you don't leave within 1 second reaction time, they dock you a second. So I thought, oh, I can be there, and the freaking thing takes off like a freaking Australian tortoise. Is there such a thing as an Australian tortoise? Sure, all right. It's like on Finding Nemo, the tortoise, he's going, all right, dude, let's go. It's like that. It's like, oh my gosh. And then it takes off, because then it starts building boost, and it's all over the freaking track. And it's all dicey and everything, so I just pull the chute. Well, I went a 5.0, which would have kept me in front, but with my 1 second time penalty, it gives me 6 seconds, which literally puts me out of contention. So I came back and my wiring guy goes, no, go ahead and try your bump button, because your bump button, even though it's the same button as the other 3 buttons, is on a separate circuit of that button, blah, blah. And so I tried it, and lo and behold, it does work.
took some out of it, and hopefully it'll go down. But I'm trying to beat the hard tires up there. So right now, if you have your stock 50 Ford F-150, you can go wrong. So that's gonna kill the track. So we're trying to get up there before that happens.
I slowed it down a ton to make sure that I got down track, and it left. I thought it was a tenth of a second faster in the 60 foot, but it was slow. Holy cow! And it was loose down there. Boy, was it look like it was loose? So I ain't gonna do that again. I don't need to. So we're gonna load up, get the crap out of here. That should, in fact it does, keeps me in first place.
Number one. Not only in first place, you've run the quickest both days.
That's all that really matters. And it's so insane. It is so insanely slow right now, but that's okay. All those passes are really bad, but here they don't really run cars like this down here. So I'm up here, and they didn't really. I mean, they didn't prep for it, which is fine. That's all cool. But yeah, when it's that loose down track, and I took another 10 pounds of boost out of it down track, and it was still loose down there. So it's like, So, anyways, we're all good.
They give him the string.
That was slow. Did it spin or did it just not go anywhere? Because it felt like it couldn't get out of its own way. Like it just.
Yeah, it was just down. I mean, it was just driving. I mean, and you were on the obviously the better prep lane as far as. It's good though. Take that one.
And that's the first time, because it took 10 minutes to get down, I kept the foot down. So now I think tomorrow I'm ready to make a real pass.
Gotcha. We'll have to see though the averages, because I may get the Burger King crown now for the day.
For today.
get the crown today. Well, that's a wrap on today at the track. So, get everything loaded up. We are going to hit the road. There's definitely some storms coming in, but I guess they're only going to last for a couple hours. So we didn't bother to change tires or anything like that because if we get to the rain, we're just going to find somewhere and stop and hang out till the rain's over. With it just being 130 miles or something is the drive today, and getting out here in decent time. Like, we can wait out a storm somewhere. It'll probably be about time to eat. So by the time the storm hits, so that's what we got going on. We'll hit the road.
Right here you can see a little bit, this bridge thing. I think we have to have the car with the bridge in the background. We didn't choose a very good parking spot.
Nice truck, brother. What's that? I like your truck. Thank you. 87 Dodge with a slant 6. 22.5 miles to the gallon of gas.
Did they come with a slant 6?
Yeah. One of the last years they made it. Only has 132,000 miles on it. Dragged it out of a barn 6 months ago.
Great to meet you, sir. I love that truck.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Greg was very disappointed in you for pulling 8 degrees out.
It went down.
It's raining. We're going to the hotel. There you go. That's quick. Trying to do it before it starts pouring. So we are at the hotel, or the hotel we're staying at tonight. We left track, knew rain was coming in, and just decided that, hey, we'll drive till it starts raining. With it not being an overly long drive, racing doesn't start till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's like, well, no sense driving in the rain. We did bring other tires that we could have put on, but we're pretty lazy, and we left the slicks on there and came up with that whole decision. So it started raining, and it's pretty much going to rain for hours and hours is what's going to happen. And the hotel was right there, so we jumped in the hotel. We got unloaded, thought no problem, they'll have hotel rooms. Well, they were sold out. So we ended up just finding a place 5 miles away. We drove in the rain the 5 miles to get here, but no big deal. We'll hit the other 2 checkpoints in the morning on our way to the track. So we'll get up early and head that direction. But that would be today. Today at the track, it went 5:23, so that was definitely slower than yesterday with it. Didn't make another pass with it, just dialed that one in. But 5:23, I think, is still would have been minus yesterday's pass, would have been its fastest pass. I think 5:25, 5:26 or whatever was, I think, its fastest 8th mile. Since then, when we had 131, we were out testing at 131 like a month ago, and we were pushing a head gasket with it, so we were running a lot of coolant pressure. So we packed it up, put away, pulled the motor out, and we'll take you through that stuff here. While we have downtime because of rain, we're gonna give you some other regularly scheduled programming, which is Aydan taking the motor out. We took it to Billy's, we got the stuff there, and they actually reinforced the block in another area. It actually had been reinforced in multiple areas to keep the sleeves from pushing away under high boost, and they did the other. We found another weak spot, so they did that on all of it, and everything seems to be holding up pretty good now. But Aydan got that out back in, and Billy got that squared away, and same engine, same block, basically same everything. They just did those reinforcements to it, and knock on wood, so far so good, holding up. So, but we'll show you that stuff right now, and you can see that transpire of what we saw at Billy's, like where it was pushing head gasket out. You see Aydan in like a nice fast motion deal. Like, he definitely does not work at that speed, but in and out with the engine and getting the stuff ready to go. So there you go. Take that, and we'll catch you up at the checkpoints tomorrow. All right, so Durango engine, Billy got the heads off, and he found the problem.
Right here. Right here, it's leaking. Head gasket's leaking right there.
So stock block stuff, and Billy came up with this stuff, is supporting all that from happening, because on Death Week, this is where it happened at, on number 8 on the front side, right? Or was it on number?
I think it was here or here, but it was cracking the whole cylinder wall.
So
we put those plugs in there.
So now when we had that excessive, which we never monitored before, but we went to, is now we monitor coolant pressure.
Right.
So see, we found it before it was a real big problem.
Right.
But we don't know if it's already too late, though.
Well, yeah, we should put the plugs in there before we machine it, because it distorts the bore. But we got more blocks laying around, so we could.
But you got to see if it.
Yeah, hone it and see if it caved it in there.
Because on this, when it had happened before, like not in mine, but you could never feel it. You could only see it on the home.
Right, you could never feel it, but it had big shadows here when you honed it. Yeah.
So, stock block, non-sleeved, like this is off of the Mopar engine floor.
Right.
Yeah. So you do what you can to make it as strong as you can to handle 1,600, 1,700 horsepower.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
What do you think of the decent carbon buildup on a couple of the pistons, but then others looked like they were running a little.
Yeah, looks to me like the two of them might not be the same everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just a guess.
That carbon on that.
Yeah, it's got a pretty good buildup on some of them for sure. See the lines we grind in here and here and here?
Yep.
That one turned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this shit's all moving around big time, you know?
So what are the lines for?
Just so we don't end up with a steam pocket there.
Oh, gotcha, to let it flow through that?
Right.
Okay.
Look at the gasket and how small the hole is.
Yeah, it's got a real tiny hole in the gasket.
Gotcha. So you put each one of those marks there, and that officially is freaking a ½ inch. So it was straight up here, and either that one was there or that one was there.
Yeah.
And it's moved that much.
Yeah, it turned for sure.
Dang. That's all coolant pressure that caused that to move. So it's kind of like
vibration.
like an electric, like when the water goes over the dam and there's that rolly thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It was generating electricity by spinning that.
And so it needs a windmill blade on the top.
Exactly.
It's going to be an electric vehicle.
EV. Right.
That's right. If you want to shut down the cylinders, pull a couple plugs, you can run around the
No, but that's the only way you're going to figure that shit out is to do that.
Oh, so what you're saying though is like that there was enough pressure in it that loosened that up and allowed that to be able
Enough
to
movement, yeah, enough shit moving around for
Turn.
that to come, turn basically, yeah. Oh.
Oh, I see. Because I mean that passage is basically right over where
Right.
you guys are putting the
Yeah, exactly.
support in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can see the supports are in there. Well, the water's got to flow through those
Right.
to get through to the head because it's got to come out that hole.
Yeah, and what's more important than the water movement is the steam. You don't want to hold the steam in there because that just creates a very big hot spot.
Right.
And then you're for sure going to break it. Right.
Seen it.
Yeah. But that's what we should do is take it all the way apart, put plugs in the extra two spots, or probably just do all four corners at this point and lock and set it down the road. Right?
So do you think because we're running the higher compression and everything in here that that's adding to it? Because I mean, we've never, I mean, boost wise, we're not, I mean, now granted we don't know cylinder pressure based on the compression, but boost numbers, nothing on the head or anything. And so eventually, I mean, is your thought that that would either get to a point to where it would crack or we would actually start to burn through there?
Bust it, crack it.
So
would be my guess, yeah. Like we used to do before we put these plugs in,
Right.
Break them here and here, 1, 2, 3, or 2 or 3 spots would always break.
Heads all look good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same carbon?
Yeah. Yeah, they look good. I mean, yeah, that should do it.
You notice anything else?
No, that's it, man. Everything looks good. I mean, obviously we haven't got the short block apart yet, but I don't think anything's wrong with it. That's the fucking problem right there.
So you'll put it in this block and then run this block through the machine?
I don't know yet. Might just start with another new one, just switch the block basically, Yeah, we'll see what it looks like though. Take it all the way apart. Bearings and stuff. Oh. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. We'll get it fixed. It'll be fine.
Hey. We are at checkpoint number 3. So, well, this is better than driving in the rain. So, early morning checkpoint, 6:30. We're at the checkpoint. So, hit the next checkpoint and then make our way to the track.
What are we doing, mofo?
I don't know, it's the navigator trying to get us to critical power, and it's our final checkpoint, but
Yeah, I pull it up on Google Maps and it says it's that building. But you don't see anything out front that says. Yeah, because Pine Park is that. 8087 8087 8049. Yeah, maybe it's one down that way.
might want to know, how do you change these tires? Something easy. Watch this. Now, my rear door is actually half wheel well. What I did was I made the quarter panels totally removable. Now, we have now removed this quarter panel, you know, these whatever few days here, with no issues, no problems, and you can't tell when you look at it anywhere in here that this is a detachable quarter panel. It's all Zeus buttoned on. Now we've already shook so hard we broke electronic parts and knocked the headlights out of it, and it still didn't do any damage to here or our nice little all glass vent windows. I think in total I have 21 buttons holding on to each quarter panel. Okay. Ta-da! Now, you want to put it back on? It's about that fast too, so I mean, it's a nice deal. So it turns out, we thought when we shook the tires on day one, and all of a sudden the car shut off and had some little electrical gremlins, but the primary electrical gremlin was that it would not start. It wouldn't physically engage the starter. None of the start buttons worked. So we thought it was something else, and so I hot wired up the start, and then got that to start, and then I had a couple random things that didn't work. So we thought there was a problem with the smart wire, because the smart wire controls all that stuff. And so on day two, get up there, had a problem because my bump button, line lock button, did not work, because that's the same button. And we thought, oh yeah, there's definitely something going on here with the smart wire. We're just gonna have to band-aid our way through it. So that's what we did. And then one of the things that I knew wasn't working was the brake lights, which also runs through the smart wire. And some other little things. And it's like, oh, that's weird. So we make it all the way to the hotel, 7 miles away from the track right here for day 3. And I shut the car off. We just driven 100 plus miles, whatever it was, in the rain. And I go, oh, you know what? I never did download the data log from that last pass. So I'm gonna go down and data log the last pass. Car was stone cold dead. So now it's like 9:30 at night. Car is stone cold dead. But ironically enough, the only thing that worked was the hot wired up button that I put in there. It's the only thing that worked. And so I called up Andy Chop and Alex Bowen, who are 3 hours away, and both of them said, well, okay, I got a speed wire here. I'll see you in 3 hours. So we'll be there about midnight. Well, Andy didn't need to end up coming, so Alex took over for him, said, no, Andy, you stay home. I got everything. I'm going to go over to do it. So I got a nice picture of Alex working on the wiring at 1:30 in the freaking morning. And he puts the new speed wire in, and he's starting to program it. He goes, well, what the heck? This is not programming right. It won't program this. So he starts pulling, looking, ding, 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 ding. Ping! One communication cable had gotten pulled out of the module connection, whatever. And that module was controlling all of those functions, sending it to the, well, I don't know if it sends it to the smart wire or from the smart wire, one or the other, don't care. I'm not an electrical guy, do not freaking care. Just want it to work, that's all, don't care. So anyways, hooked that all up, bing, 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 everything works. So we thought it broke the battery, we thought it broke the speed wire, we thought all this stuff was bad, and it turned out to be one cable.
racing's fun. Race cars are so stress relieving. It's like, oh. It's not been bad this time on the street. We got the driving plugs in there. We had 11s in it. We forgot to change the first time, so it was missing and popping and farting. We put some 9s in it. It drove a little better. The new fan we had to put on, that kept it like 180 degrees on the high side. Burned a shit ton of gas. And other than that, went pretty good till we got rained on, and that wasn't horrible. I'm glad we had trailer brakes, and got over to Michigan Critical Power and dried the car off and slept in her own bed last night.
Because you live nearby, right?
Yeah, I was just a couple 3 miles away, and so it was kind of nice to go home, see the wife, and stay at home for the night. The weather's a little bit more humid, so we can throw a little more timing at it. We're gonna see if we can dip it into 4s today and keep it together till the end.
Yeah, I mean, there's a top 8 shootout today too.
That's what I want to keep it for, yeah. So my goal is to break the beam and run similar to what I ran at the other 2 tracks. So that will succeed our first goal of the event, and then keep it alive to get in the top 8 shootout and see how we can do there.
All right, we're at the final day of Drop a Hammer. We hit our checkpoints this morning. We stopped before the rain. We did the pussy route. We are at the track now. Hit those 2 checkpoints. Made it to the track. It's early. It's like we had a little high moisture. It wouldn't necessarily be rain yet, but that seems to have cleared away. It's only supposed to be cloudy this morning. Actually, supposed to be a really nice day. Currently, we are sitting 3 and 4. Steve is in first. Jimmer Klein is in second. Then I'm in third, and Aydan's in fourth. So that's a change up from when we left Monday, where Aydan was in front of me. So by 2,000ths. So Durango's ready. Just working on getting Aydan's car ready, and then yeah, as soon as they open up the lanes, we'll make a pass. And then if we qualify for that 8-car shootout, not sure how that works or anything like that, but there's some 8-car shootout after racing today. And there you go.
had it on the license plate wheelie bar.
Let's put wheels on the
Right.
back side.
We
Just
already
wheels.
talked about it.
Yeah, no wheelie bar, just wheels. Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, we were trying to add way more power to get the wheel to spin, because Slicks, you want wheel speed. It just took it all, and the back bumper was dragging. But that was quite the ride.
I figure, like, if he knows he's going to lose to me, now he's just trying to get style points.
We need to lower the tire pressure down and get some wheel speed too. Here, I'll let it play so you get to watch it. You can see right where the timing came out. But then it fucking went right back up. Yeah, right where the timing came in, it drove up. So maybe stretch that out 1/10 or 2. The timing retard, just move it just a little bit down track.
I'm not the proverbial failure of every drag and drive event that I drove in so far. We win other little events, but I have never done anything like this. So let's see. Came through all the. Did I tell you about what was going on this morning with all the wiring?
Well, you told me at 1:30 you got the switch in and Alex came and did it, yeah?
Yeah, and it just turned out to be one stupid wire came unplugged out of the module or something.
Yep.
Came out of the little whatever.
Well,
So,
anyway, tell me about that run, because it was the smoothest one of the week. And
yeah, well that was day one's first pass was what it was supposed to have been. So just get it down the track. That's it. Super slow. Only went. I mean, 122 60 foot is a turd. But it's okay. You know, all I wanted to do is just go down track, because I just had to go that fast, and that won. And so that's a different mindset there, because I've actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I've actually gotten after Tom sometimes about. Sometimes Tom will go, "No, we'll just win it, and we're not gonna try going fast." No, man, let's go fast. And he's like, "No, I'll just go out there and we'll go slow. We'll just want to win it." And when the shoe's on the other foot, when I'm doing it, it's like, no, I just want to go win the thing. I really don't care about going fast right now. So I just want to make a clean pass. Don't shake the tires. Everything works. Everything worked. Everything is great. So super happy. Oh yeah, I'll send them later. Drop the Hammer is a nice event. I mean, it's a nice little event. It's great I like these I would like more 3-day events. And, you know, I mean, I think 3-day events are kind of cool. It just makes it a little more practical for everybody. But Carl did a really nice job here. Drop Hammer. Hopefully he'll be on here next year. And
well, no, you still have
cars.
a top 8 shootout to go. Are you?
Yeah, I'm still. Oh yeah, so we're still in top 8 shootout, but I don't. I'm not changing the car at all. So I'm not going to do anything, because I'm significantly faster than everybody else right now. So I just need to repeat that pass, and I should be able to do well, unless I totally fall asleep at the tree. But I'm not typically that bad. Well, my wife's giving me the ooh.
Throw it on the jump. There you go. When you come up here, just grab whatever string the top. Doesn't matter if it's this way or this way. Take this and don't allow a twist in it all the way out, but don't care about any of this. You only babysit this one all the way out. So if every twist is out of it.
I don't like that middle string.
But see, now that one is the one you have to always work
on top. That one on top.
See how now you're all
Jason, you're a miracle worker.
No, so that every time, and then just go from here to, I grab this right here, and I start to set. An old man taught me that, because I was doing the same thing you were just doing. So I like to show it. He's like, stop what you're doing. wheel speed, we'll just drop that all down a little bit. We're this close. It's perfect.
It was perfectly straight. Didn't seem like it was coming higher, so I think it just would have laid down and been nice.
See, we had some wheel speed
That
there.
was still up there.
It was up there. That was a max.
So that was the day one tune-up when I ran the 513, plus less tire pressure by 2 pounds from where we were on Friday, and it's still wheelie. Like Friday didn't wheelie at all. I think that one would have gone, but after coming off a bumper dragon wheelie, I guess I was a little gun shy on getting out of it, but so need to whatever. Now we got to wait the hour for the next group to go before all run starts, and I don't know, maybe we'll drop tire pressure a little bit, but by all around the track should be a little slipperier. That will help us, because right now we're just dead hooking. Like that one had a little bit of wheel speed, but basically dead hooking the tire, and for a big tire you don't want to do that. So
It had a little bit of wheelie speed too.
yeah, a little bit, but yeah, it still pulled that was like the maximum wheelie you'd want to stay in, but whatever.
nice and straight, so like it was
121.
to 60, 124 today. 524, you mean? Yeah. I think I went 522, so.
We got two opposite problems. You can't get the back end to stick. I can't get the front end to stay down.
All good though, you got your pass in, so we gotta cool it down, get that time slip in, and get ready for the shootout. So event's over, the main part of the event. I think I finished third, Aydan finished fourth, and now they're doing an 8-car shootout, the fastest 8 passes of the week, but it's chip draw, so we gotta get up there. They're gonna draw in the lanes, and then figure out who we're up against, get ready to go.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Lane and you're pairing on all the chips. Who wants to come first? Get in here.
Let me get my arm in there.
Where are they at?
Okay, they're under the flaps. They're under the flaps.
Did they get under the flap? Oh, I tried pushing down so they wouldn't.
Smack your hand too, Steve.
We're gonna find a hat or something to do them next time. Come on! Come on, Clark! Come on! There.
Get the boost master, right?
Yeah, I need one.
Is that everybody? Be quacking.
All right, where's ones? Where's Scott? What do we got? Scott's in left lane, Roger's in right lane.
All right.
Good luck. Take care.
Twos.
Oh, shit! Bring the hurt!
Steve is in left. Threes.
Better turn it up.
Three. Tom is in the right. Clark is in the left. Aydan and Brian. Brian's in the right. Aydan's in the left.
We're in the left.
Oh, I said it backwards.
Good luck, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're in left.
You all right?
All right. Clark's in the thing. He's okay, but he shook up pretty good.
Are you okay?
Fuck. I don't know if I did or I just hit Clark.
I think you hit Clark.
Oh, I hit Clark. Yeah, I went right in front of him. That one guy just told me that the water was between the 8th and the quarter. And like literally it was me passing right around the 8th. Everything was good. And then when I was letting off, all of a sudden back end started coming around.
That's what it looked like.
And whatever, as quick as I could get to the chute, like I made contact with him before I hit the chute. Like I hit him into the wall and got the chute out and then. So we are back at the shop. Dropped the hammer. I mean, it was a great event. Everything was good until it wasn't. Competition-wise, like, it was great. So I think Aydan actually had the faster time. You went what?
5:13.
5:13 on day one. I went 5:16. I ended up better with a 5:24 on day two. You went 5:30, I think.
Yeah, I went 5:30 on day two.
What'd you run today?
5:24.
And I think I went 5:22. So I got the edge on the average there. Aydan did some wicked wheelies. Still wheelied every pass all the way to the last pass with it. So definitely getting a handle on that car. I mean,
day two, the one pass did not wheelie.
Oh yeah, the one that was really turned down. We're in an 8-car shootout. So Aydan's 5:13 pass, my 5:16 pass would be the ones that got us in there. It was a chip draw. So random chip draw for the 8 cars. And I drew Clark. And I was the 3rd pair out. Aydan was the 4th pair. Scott was in I think the 1st pair. I think he lost. And then you had Steve and Jimmer in the 2nd pair.
Well, the 1st pair was, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but there was weird stuff going on there. Somebody was backing up and staged or something, and somebody else staged and went. And
how do you know? Because I didn't see any of
Ricky
that.
said it.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Scott was sitting there.
Yeah,
this
got overstaged. Then as he was backing up, the other car went. There was a big staging schmozzle.
Gotcha. Well, I got no idea what happened with that. But then was the 3rd pair with Clark, and I was courtesy staging Clark because he got old school turbo set up, so didn't really bump couldn't bump in, so let him stage, and then I went in, and then he beat me on the tree, and we're pretty much side by side all the way down the track. Neck and neck or whatever as we crossed the 8th, and I let off the gas and whatever, start to apply a little bit of brake pressure, and then all of a sudden truck just completely was like it was on ice. And just shifted sideways completely, and before I can get my hand up to hit the chute, it was, darted across the track and hit the front of Clark's car and bounced off. By then the chute came out and it straightened me out going down the track, but it pinched Clark in the wall. So I feel horrible about that. That's no clue. That's never happened to me, to make a move like that across the finish line. And like the video that, you guys will see the video in this, but like clearly the noise stops. That my engine goes to an idle at that point, that it's just on decel. We're only running 8th mile, and there's a huge shutdown there. So there's no reason to apply brakes hard or anything. You watch the drive shaft start to come down with speed and drive shaft RPM, but then all of a sudden it just dead stops. So like it just hit a slick spot in the track and locked up the rear wheels. And
before the haters say it, the coolant pressure was 10 psi the entire run. It was not the same issues we were having in Florida.
Yeah, no, and that's, everything's been good with that. There's no overpressuring or anything, no leaks, there's nothing like we actually drove it into the trailer. Everything's rock solid as far as that goes. They ended up, after that and doing the cleanup and everything, they ended up calling the race, where they called all of us up there and said, you want to go, because they're still trying to get water out of the track on the top end. It rained a lot the night before. So there was a lot of moisture. Not anything that seemed abnormal or on craziness or anything, but just moisture there, and unfortunately it is what it is. You just hit the right set of circumstances and you're along for the ride. A lot of times it's not if something bad's going to happen. Usually doing this stuff, it's when, and there's always going to be a time where some little thing just doesn't go right, and this was it. And it's bad enough that when it's my own vehicle, I feel horrible about Clark's, because that's, he had nothing to do with it, and that's it. Bad news all the way around there. So it was an awesome weekend, awesome event. Everything was great up until that point. And the old saying goes, everybody's okay. And everybody walks away from it, everybody's good. Clark was shook up a little bit, but he was there for the award ceremony and everything. And it's all good. I said, if any way that I can help with fix your car or anything, I just feel bad about it, like the situation. Durango, we'll get it in the shop, and like I said, it drove into the trailer. It needs some body panels and stuff. It's all OEM stuff, so shouldn't be too bad to get some stuff to fix it up and get it back out there. They were still cleaning everything up. Wreck was all cleaned up, but they were just trying to dry the track out down at the end because of the moisture coming up. As the sun was coming up, it was starting to come through the track. But they just called everybody over there. There was 5 cars left because Aydan's spare hadn't gone. And I had actually won my round because the wreck happened after the 8th mile. There was 5 of us there, the winner of the 3 rounds, and then Aydan's round, both of those cars, because they hadn't ran yet, and just said if everybody, they didn't want to make anybody go down that, and did anybody have a problem with just splitting the pot and doing that, and everybody was game for that, on just splitting the pot and being done. So that's kind of how it ended. Unexciting, but that was good. Aydan had already decided he wasn't going to go down no matter what. I don't want to let the last part overshadow everything because it was a good time. Like, I mean, it was really cool that, I mean, we had 2 cars out there. That,
2 personal bests.
So
the cars.
Yep.
First day.
Yep. No issues driving or anything like that. I mean, it was all pretty easy. I mean, we literally had like Sack rode with me, so you had someone that definitely has been around drag and drive and can help with stuff and everything. And he was a huge help to both of us because Aydan had Ricky, the camera guy, on the other side of the camera, and he was useless.
And the whole event was cool. Routes were cool. Checkpoints were pretty cool.
Wheelie's cool.
I'll try and keep the wheels down.
So
wheelies are cool once. I don't need to do it again.
The one was a little excessive. So, but no, and that's that car. Whatever. I mean, it's a long wheelbase car and not supposed to do wheelies. So, and now it does wheelies. So it's definitely getting the power applied to it, and got to sort that out because there's not room under that car for wheelie bars. That's a wrap for now, and
6 summer.
Yeah, 6 summers coming up in less than a week. Well, it actually, I mean, shit, we're Sunday night just getting back to the shop, and by next Sunday morning, so less than a week away, was tech and registration for 6 summers. So be there, watch it, and know if you're a subscriber to the magazine, you get to watch it for free. So you're going to get sent a code to watch on Freedom Plus. It's going to be an awesome live stream. They're definitely going to step it up even above what they did Sick Week this year. So that part's going to be awesome. And the parties at the tracks. And that's part of, like, I mean, we did this event and it was 125, 130 miles each day. Like, I can't say enough that, like, Monday of Sick Summer is 30 miles. Like, that's it. Like, 30 miles and you're at the hotel for the night. And you got another 20 miles or whatever to the track in the morning. I mean, this morning we got up at 6. We did 60 miles of the route this morning because of the rain and cutting it short. So we did 60 miles and we're still at the track by 8. So, like, I mean, there's going to be a lot of time to hang out, have fun, and just have a great time at 6 Summer. So we'll see you there.